What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another day of some Monster Hunter. So we are how close are we? We're what, week 2 weeks out probably before we get Mizu. Gonna probably just keep the what's going on? Whoa, what's going on? Why are we lagging? That's weird. It's like I had to load in for a second. But yeah, just kind of keeping the hunts alive. Let me go ahead and get a lobby ID up for those that would like to join. Wait, private lobby. Hang on. I think I gotta talk to Alma. I thought it was private lobby that did it. It's so weird. Doing a private lobby here gives you... Oh, no, never mind. It already worked. There was a lobby ID. Hope it comes out April 1st. I mean, I doubt it'll be that soon, but I'm right there with you. The sooner we get it, the better. I just want more to hunt, you know? I mean, I've seen a lot of discussion about, like, you know, there's not enough content. Like, I don't agree with that. I mean, God, what is my Steam time on this game? Let me see. I have 271.9 hours played. Like, so to be clear, like, I've gotten my time out of this game. There is absolutely no question about that. I'm greedy when it comes to Monster Hunter, and therefore I want more. Covering future game show, is that right now? I've been so out of it, dude. I've been the last like 2 weeks, aside from like the one Shadow stream and then the one other Monster Hunter stream, I've been just in Souls-like land between Kazan and AI Limits. I'm trying to so they're both beefy games. I can't share any details, but I will say they're both pretty beefy. And so trying to tackle double beefy Souls-likes, and you know, Souls-likes are your, you know, you're going all over the place, you're looking for stuff and hidden treasures, and just trying to get through all of that in time for the embargoes, so I have full reviews of them, has just been, it's been hectic. It's been very hectic. So like today, my schedule today was like wake up, start recording AI Limit, get through like an hour and a half, had to go to the chiropractor, get some errands done, decided to do like my one weekly stream to keep Monster Hunter going, and then when I wrap this up, I'm probably going to be trucking through AI for like another 5-6 hours, just trying to get far enough, because ideally I like to beat games entirely before I do the review. Anyway, let's see what the event quests are. I saw we got new event quests. Decoration, materials for special equipment. All right, well, this one's only the 4-star. We'll do that first. Favorite weapon? Insect glaive. I love IG. IG just, I don't know, man. You're so evasive. You're up in the air, dodging stuff. It's just good. This Rathian's about to get juggled. What do I have on? Do I have my aerial set on? Black Eclipse. I do. First mount. I'd say early impressions were positive. I wasn't like in love with it. The start of it's very slow to start. Like there's a lot of cutscenes, but I didn't hate it. The combat was, I was enjoying the combat more than I thought I would. But the thing is, I'm just, you know, like I said, I already got double Souls-likes on deck. I want to get through those before I'm like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, I want to cover what I've already planned on covering before I pick up an additional game to try and get through. Missed the weak spot. Nope. Give me it. There it is. Ooh. As if you're loving it. Y'all find out soon. The review's almost up. Just give it just a few days. No, he's gonna get away. You're not getting away. Kinsec finished him. He's got to high rank. I'm very overwhelmed. Yeah, there's it's a bit of a steep hill to climb when you first get there. Would be early access stream. So I have the first 2 episodes of Kazan, which are basically just identical to the demo content. I'm gonna do those one day early, just so when the embargo goes down, I'm not like starting with the same stuff we covered in the demo. And then the 24th is the embargo, so the review will go up, and 2 episodes or 3 episodes will go up. I think am I doing 2 that day? I might be doing 2 that day, and then 3 on other days. Let me confirm real fast. So review, yeah, because the plan is going to be 3 episodes per day, except for the first day, because I have to get through the the demo stuff first. So that day is going to be pretty stacked because it's the review and 3 episodes, and then I'll maintain 3 per day. Expedition headgear tickets. Take a look. And then when the game officially releases on the 27th, because the 24th is just like the early access launch, at that point I'll put up the rest of the stuff for early access. But I didn't want to do it beforehand. You know, just because I don't know. I hate being like, you know, day 1, here's the full game and all the bosses. That always feels, you know, I don't like doing that. But sometimes, you know, you have to. I mean, even with Monster Hunter, I think we don't we slow roll the Monster Hunter content out. I think I paced that out over the weekend so people would have a chance to jump in more.
What are we making today?
What can you make? What is that ticket for? Expedition headgear. Just like an earring? Blight resist coalescence. Man, I don't think there's ever a time I would use that as a piece of armor. Is it still worth making that, y'all think? I mean, this one, it's a funny hat. Like, I don't know where I would... Yeah, but even for layered, I don't think it's a particularly good layered piece, you know? Like, it looks like it's just a, it's like an ear thing. I mean, it's just killing 3 Rathians. I guess we can just do it. It's not like Rathian really takes long. Let's use Dragon Charge Blade this time.
You know where to find me. Yes.
Would you recommend for armor before gore when using dual blades? I mean, you could go for a latent power setup. Latent power setup is very solid. You could use that. Thank you, Loricon. Yeah, it's been surprisingly I've been seeing a lot more positive reception to it than I expected, to be honest. I think a lot of people feel the same, man. People are just they're just tired. Like, not everything needs to be drama, bro. And it's constant. The gripe with the Ardian is they make other weapons almost obsolete. Yeah, I mean, at the same time though, I think part of the problem is, like, you know, as Monster Hunter players, I think we are always like we're always trying to get like the most optimum stuff possible, you know? It is what it is. And so people are going to go to Ardian. But like realistically, the damage loss between like a normal weapon and an Ardian weapon isn't even really that high. It's minimal. Oh, big fireball. Dragon! My turn! Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I thought it was gonna knock out of the air. Elemental charge blades are so fun. God, I hate that speed. Look at it go. It just gets this like super hobble. No, you can't kill me. I'm not gonna die yet. How would you rate the popularity of weapons? There's actually a there's already like a whole somebody put like a poll up on Reddit and it did like a full breakdown of everything. Gun lance is so low, bro. It's like 7% of people are using the gun lance. I don't get it. The gun lance is so good in this game and nobody's giving it love. The highest were bow and longsword, which were expected. I mean, the optimal gun lance build is only one. I mean, that's not true though. Like, you can play long and you can play normal. Like, yeah, going for the boars is gonna be the best, but like, they're not that much farther behind. It is, I would say it's a minimal difference. Like, you know, assuming flawless hunts with both, you might be looking at like a 15-second time difference, maybe 30. Which, like, our hunts are already so fast, you know? Like, is a 30-second longer hunt gonna be the end of the world? Which, like, that's the thing with Ardian. Some people are like, no, I need perfect Ardian, and it's like, I mean, you really don't. Like, we're so fast.
Anything catch your eye? Look good? Alright. Perfection.
Switch X feels weird. What are you struggling with for Switch X?
Good choice.
I think for like elder fights, I think 10 to 15 is solid. I feel the ideal hunt time for a challenging monster, mind you, not for like baby monsters. Like if we're talking like looking at the event quests, you know, if we're talking like this dude, 10 minutes. Lala Barina, that shit should take like 5. But fighting like a Gormagala, 10 to 15 minutes is good.
I'll be waiting here.
Isn't Doshagama weak to fire? Still got 30 minutes. It's at the top for the blade pull. Oh, dude, SA. I mean, God, dude, what the SAD? I was getting 300 damage per file a second ago. Like, that's crazy numbers, dude. That's insane numbers. It's so wild to me. People are like, it's not good. I'm like, are we playing the same game here? Like, dude. SAED against elementally weak monsters is insane. You do so much damage with it. There it is, monster field guide. Like, where's the large monster list? Pretty sure it's fire, but I always like to confirm. Yeah, we'll run. All right, let's do it. Is this a good entry point? I think so. They did a lot of things with this game that made it a lot more beginner friendly compared to other Monster Hunters. So much so that there's like a portion of the community that's like upset and think it's too easy. But I don't know. I like what they did here. I think it's solid. I'm having a blast with it. Is the Kotaku article? I have not read it yet. I had somebody reach out to me to they're like, hey, do you want to leave a comment? And they asked me some questions, but I haven't had I just got home a little bit ago, so like sent them an email and then had to, well, I was supposed to go by Publix, and like right as I'm pulling up to Publix, the sky just like opens up, just like full on downpour, and I'm like, bro, I'm not getting soaking wet getting groceries. I don't feel like doing that today. So went home, replied to that email, answered a couple things for people, and then right after that went back to Publix, got my shopping done. Dude, I made out like a bandit today. So the Arizona green teas that I drank, these ones, they're just diet Arizona green tea. Stuff tastes delicious. The last time I was there, I told them, I was like, hey, I want to buy these in like bulk from y'all. Can I just, you know, can I buy a case of this? And they're like, oh, well, it's a vendor that comes with it, so just come by on Friday. I'm like, okay. And I guess dude got there early because today's Thursday, and I'm the worst kind of person, man. I took every single Arizona green tea tall boy on the shelf, like over 20 of them. I was like, these are now mine. These are all mine. If somebody else wants Arizona green tea, they can buy the small ones. They can rue the day that they did not come early enough. Stop, let me... Why am I doing that? Oh god, I haven't played Gunlance in so long. Split Fiction, is that good? I need to get one of the boys to play it with me. Longsword, dual blade, great sword, sword and shield, bow. Everything else is under 8. Lowest is Hunting Horn, LBG, and Lance. 1. Hunting Horn's surprising because Hunting Horn is honestly like really good this time around. I don't get how Gunlance is so low, dude. Gunlance is... Like, dude, this is... I think this is the best Gunlance has ever been. This is Chicken Lance, yes. Ah, I missed my buff. Vape pod? Usually geek bars. I've tried a couple, but those seem to last, in terms of like quality to lasting potential, I think they're some of the best. I could probably get a mount if I'm fast enough. I love how just the shield with gun lance feels so good this time around. You using any mods? Not right now. I'm not against mods, but the last time I checked, reframework was broken, and so I had to uninstall everything. If it's up and working again, though, like yeah. Typically I have on like DPS meter and monster weaknesses and all that stuff. And there's one last poke. The latest framework on the 17th. Okay, I'll have to get everything again, because I was doing it back on what was it? I could tell you. Let me carve this guy up, and then I'll take a look at what I was working with. So the last time I was trying was log in. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Because I was on the March 13th one, and that one was it was not a good time. Like game was just like not booting, or it was crashing. It was a bit of a hot mess. Was it just you get lots of advanced armor spheres? What's the special reward for this? Just decos? Not really getting anything that's crazy right now. See if my Streamlabs thing is working. No, it's not. I wish that would update. No, well. Go. Let's pull it up over here. And Prime subs be going off. So many Prime subs coming in. Both events are only tier 2 decos. Oh, ugh. Do I like Shadows? I've only played it for like 3 hours. It was decent. I'd say I'd put it at like a 4 out of 5 from what I played.
Yes.
My problem with a lot of Ubisoft games is just that there's so much to do. And I feel like these days, like even though I game as a job, like I want to be super engaged in whatever I'm doing. And you know, I used to do a lot of like big open world games where I would just kind of like wander. And like these days, if I think the last super open world game I enjoyed a ton was probably Dragon's Dogma, which I think the quests in Dogma are probably one of the weakest aspects, but like the combat is just so much fun in that game that like I don't even care what the quest is. I'm like, you know, I'm going on quest because I'm like, I hope there's something big I can fight. Like, you know, I want to climb up this Cyclops and yank him down by his eye. Like, that's what's keeping me engaged. So I don't know. I gotta get once I get through, once Kazan and AI Limit are wrapped up, I'll end up giving Shadows a deeper look. But as it stands right now, it would just be too much to try and like play the entire thing. So, I mean, the plan was just to like, you know, I want to do like one stream of this, let people have an early look at it, and then I can focus on the other games that I was already working through for review. And then it just turned into a whole ordeal, which wasn't really the expectation, but you know, here we are. So earlier someone was asking about elemental switch axe, and I mean Ellie switch axe, I don't know, I feel like I don't know if it's as good as power, but it's still pretty satisfying. Very poor matchup with this Lala Barina just constantly running. A big thing with Switch X now is you gotta utilize your offset a ton, and then you gotta use the parry a ton. And you gotta weave in your full release slash a ton. And your ooh. Oh god, I got hit. Parry is super good on Switch X as well. Oh my god, stop it. Yeah, like Xenoblade, that's a game that like I'm interested in, but there's just no time, bro. I think like this is, bro, I'm never gonna hit the CSD on this thing. I think this is probably like the busiest spring gaming season we've had in years. Well, offset is easy. Offset is just Y and B at the same time. Offset rising slash. You just press Y and B like that. And then the parry is right trigger and triangle. Oh my god. And we got Expedition coming out. There's just so much games. Is there a point to burst 5 over counter 3? With elemental builds, burst gets you a lot of element, so it's worthwhile. With like a physical build, you only really want burst 1. It just depends what you're building. What are you doing? Leave the Rathian alone. sick. Parried the Rathian's roar to get the hit on the Lalabarina into the ZSD. Damn, into the kill? Oh my god. That was probably my most swag-filled Switch X kill. That was amazing. Parry a second monster's roar into the combo, into the ZSD for the finisher. Oh my god.
This thing's a trophy.
Again, bullying the monsters. My headcanon is that these monsters are all just like going around eating kittens or something. And so we have no choice. By my own order, I will hunt this monster. $221. Scaled for Nata. Did y'all see? Oh my god, hang on. Let me pull up the mod. Let me see if I can find this. I saw the most cursed mod ever. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Y'all ready for this? Oh man. Natarkval. Like, who is doing this? Look how. Oh! Oh my god. Oh man. Like, bruh. Who is taking their time to make that mod? I mean, I'll probably use it at some point just because I feel like I have to, but just like me for real. Oh my god. That's too good. It's not safe for life. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I saw the Gemma Kangala. That one, no, I'm not showing that one. No, you can look up that clip on your own. That is, the first time I saw that, I forget who, someone sent it to me, and they're like, "Watch this," and I was just like, "What a terrible day to have eyes." Oh god, what do we got in the lobby? Oh, it's full. All right, I'll come help the double temp.
Not forgetting anything?
Hey, it's Mavis. Alright, let's see. The lightning. You know what? I haven't done any gunning in a while. Or do I have my Thunderbow? Yeah, why not? Let me bring Thunderbow. This is what hunters dream about at night. Dude, oh my god, the story cutscene. He's just like me. Ah! Oh god, it's so cursed. So incredibly cursed. It's literally his face. I think it's like the slightly open mouth. It reminds me of those you know, the bug eye enemies in the jail of Dark Souls 3. That's what comes to mind. That's what I'm thinking of when I see that. What's our food buff at? 20? Okay, I should be good. No more AC shadows? Not until I get through AI limit and Kazan. I got 2 reviews I'm working on. I need those out of the way before I add a 3rd game onto the list. Because trying to review 3 games at the same time is just too much. Kazan is done. Working through AI limit now. I mean, we're only streaming like twice a week right now as opposed to every day because of how busy I've been with reviews. And from what I'm hearing from people, Shadows is like an 80-hour commitment in some cases. Which is just like, ooh, that's... I just don't have that kind of time to dedicate to a singular game. Which is ironic, I know, because I'm playing, you know, Monster Hunter for almost 300 hours, but it's like, if I don't know. I think my thing is if I'm gonna put that much time into a game, like where I'm playing something for hours and hours and hours, it's got to be something that I like really, really love. Like something that I'm like, oh yeah, this is, you know, this is game of the year quality game right here. So confused, see people put 100 hours. Yeah, no, we were talking about that right at the start of the stream. Like, I wish there was more to do in Wilds, but like, I mean, I have 300 hours played. It's just me wanting more because I love the game. Like, I think the amount of content that they added to Wilds is very appropriate for a launch title. I regret looking up Gemma Kongala. I missed who I was 2 minutes ago. See, my thing with Wilds too is like, I mean, we had it for review like close to the start of February, so you know, I've been playing this pretty much nonstop for like a month and a half. I think that's a healthy amount of gaming for a singular game. You think because Wilds came out too early, it might lose Game of the Year to newer titles? I don't know. I mean, if you had asked me pre-launch, I probably would have said, I don't know if Monster Hunter has a big enough audience to command Game of the Year. But the sales numbers and the player numbers are actually pretty insane at the moment, so it might. I mean, I think the biggest thing Wilds has going against it right now is just the PC performance, which I think has been an area that Capcom has struggled with their larger games for a while now.
And we missed.
It was the same issue with Dragon's Dogma. I mean, Dogma had other issues. I get it. You know, they could have had more monster variety. We should have had Bitter Black. I'm not going to argue against any of that, but like, dude, I loved every second of Dogma. Like, just like discovering shit in Dogma felt so good. There were so many like hype moments that I don't think other games have been able to replicate. Like, dude, the first time I climbed on a griffin and then it just straight took off with me clinging onto its back and then carried me all the way to its nest where I finished killing it and got a bunch of loot like that, dude, oh my god. That was just such a crazy fucking moment. And like, you don't get experiences like that almost ever in RPGs. Like that was so much fun. And it's just like the high fantasy of, you know, like I am riding a fucking griffin. I'm going back to its base. It's going down. Like that's just some peak cinema shit right there. Kirsten time. Bum, 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 bum. Ah, the wave got me. Yeah, the difficulty scaling was a really, really weird choice for sure. Because you get through it and like, you know, you start New Game Plus and you're like a god already. Which like, it's fun to play like that every now and again. But after a while, you're like, I have some difficulty. And then the weirder thing about it though, is that post-launch, instead of adding like a hard mode or anything like that. They added an easier mode. And I'm like, what? That was such a weird decision. I'm like, why? No, we don't need the easier mode. We want a harder mode. Yeah, KCD will probably do good too. I don't know. KCD is one of those games where it is not for everybody. I tried. KCD has a special flavor of jank, I guess I could describe it as. I mean, and the stream in particular. So the moment that broke me on KCD, I was doing the quest where the lady's daughter gets kidnapped. You know, we're going all over the place. That was like what, like a 2-hour long quest. And so I'm like, you know, trying to find the people. Anyway, finally find her. And, you know, the guy, he like has her with a knife to her throat. And I'm like, just put down the knife, man. It's not worth it. Just, you know, let her go. You know, what would Jesus do? The guy puts down the knife. He picks off the knife, shanks the shit out of him. Understandable. I respect it. But so she's like, you motherfucker. She's shanking the dude. He takes him out. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm not going to knock her for it. I completely understand it. I proceed to then loot the guy's body. The same guy that she just murdered. And then she proceeds to start screaming about the guards and calling me a thief. And that was the moment that broke me with KCD. Because I had spent 2 hours to save this woman's life. And then after saving it, and after, you know, she murdered the bad guy in front of me, she got upset and wanted to go to the police because I took the sword off of his corpse. And I was just like, no. I can't do it. Dude, it was, she took off. She was like a bat out of hell too, bro. She was running. I was like, damn, oh, I didn't expect that. And I'm just like, loot the body. Thief! Thief! Gods! Gods, that's a thief! And she's just hauling ass like half naked through the woods. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I just saved your life. And then the next day, she didn't remember any of it. The very next day, she's just like, thank you, Henry, for saving me. I'm like, yeah, where was this energy literally yesterday? Is he doing the water thing? Ugh, come on. Boom, let's go. Ah, didn't dodge that one. You think Uthduna needs Ozempic? Yeah, you should talk to his doctor today about how Ozempic could help his lifestyle. I don't get that shit though. Does that stuff, like, what does it do? Doesn't it just like make you not hungry, basically? Damn, bro's dead. Like, I see that shit everywhere though. Ozempic, and then there's like some other stuff like Fluvi or some shit. It's like a medical stomach stapling. I mean, my concern would be, and given I've done zero research on this, but if you're taking a drug, like, all right, perfect example. So I was on Adderall a lot when I was younger. I was a fucking firecracker all throughout school. I actually had one of my friends growing up, his mom made him stay back a grade because she didn't want him in class with me because she thought I was too distracting to him. So anyway, I was put on Ritalin as a kid and then Adderall at one point and stopped doing that shit when I got older. And it's very hard to gain weight because it suppresses your appetite. Like, so if I, like right now, for example, if I was to take an Adderall right now, I would probably work from like noon until midnight and I wouldn't get hungry at all. And like, it sucked because like there were times where it was like, you know, you have to eat, you have to make yourself eat. And that's obviously not the case now. Now I'm like, me hungry, me want steak. But, you know, on Adderall, I just wouldn't eat. And then obviously when I stopped taking Adderall, I had a normal, regular appetite. And so, like, I would imagine, wouldn't it be the same thing with, like, Ozempic and all these other drugs? Like, if it's suppressing your appetite, aren't you going to have to maintain that for, you know, forever? Or you're going to get off of it and then just get hungry again and eat? Like, unless it's, like, changing the biochemistry of your stomach or some shit. Slows down your gastric process so you're full more. You can't eat as much because you don't have room to put it anywhere. Dude, I had that naturally occur back when I was in college. I had like some, I fucking hated it. I had to, this is, so y'all want to hear some horror stories, right? I don't know what happened. I got like sick or something. And then when I recovered, my stomach just couldn't eat. Like, I'm talking like I would go to like a Quiznos and get a sub. And I would eat maybe a quarter of the sub. And I was full. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I can't eat food. And before this, I had, you know, normal appetite for a college guy. Go out, eat 30 wings, drink a couple beers, you know. I had hunger. And it just wasn't there anymore. And so I had to go get an endoscopy. And I didn't have anyone to drive me, so I couldn't do anesthesia. So I had to stay awake while they like fed the camera down my throat. And they're like, well, look, here's the inside of your stomach. And I'm sitting there like actively choking. And they're like, wow, yeah, it looks like your stomach's a little sluggish. We need to put you on this and it's gonna, you know, kickstart your stomach and get you back to normal. And it did. I was on some medication for like 2 weeks, and then after that, my like appetite came back. But my stomach had just become like lazy, I guess. And it was like, I don't want to work. Just natural Ozempic, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that was not fun. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Felt like I was in fucking fire in the sky. Was very bad time. Anytime you got to get that shit done, just let them put you to sleep. Red Dow. Ooh, tempered gore. I mean, I'd imagine if I have a camera that's crawling through my ass, I'd probably want to be asleep for that as well. It don't sound like a good time. Yeah, right. Knock me out. Do what you got to do. What's your opinion on OLED monitors? Are they valid or should I avoid them? I don't have any OLEDs. I have nothing against them. I just, I don't, I mean, I get it. It's, you know, darker darks and brighter lights. I just don't personally care. I like my monitors. And to get the LCD or the LED versions of them would have been like an extra 500 per monitor. And I'm just like, No, I don't want to do that. Anyway, we're doing gore. I'm gonna bring along my glaive build, I think. I'll get some mounts for us. Some mounts. We have a bow build. So I have a I have like a bow guide that covers the builds I use for bow. I probably won't do a standalone bow build video just because I don't really play bow enough. I don't really touch the range weapons that much, to be honest. Like, I like them, they're cool. It's just the bow guns in particular, man, there's so much that goes into the bow guns, and I just don't have the time to really dive deep into all that stuff and figure it all out. It's called like Ultimate Bow Guide or something. That covers like good starter bows. I mean, it talks about like the one physical bow that's really solid if you want to dabble in that instead of element. So it goes through most of the stuff. Gotta eat real quick. Where's my... Where the fuck? There it is. Portable grill. Yeah, everyone's good. Family's good. Kids are good. Getting ready for little girl's birthday. She's gonna be turning 2. Use any mod? Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a shop mod on Nexus, so it's, if you're already at endgame, I highly recommend it, because you can just buy all of your shit for like 1 zenny. So, you know, I'm like, yep, we're gonna go do that. I don't really feel like having to farm up shit. Some people, like, the farming is one of my least favorite, the item farming. It's like one thing I've just never enjoyed in Monster Hunter, so. I played through the game once, I beat it, and then after that, Mod City, baby. That's my general rule. Once I have beaten a game, I get to the end, I beat the final boss. After that, all the cards are off the table. You know, turn Arkfeld into Nata, give yourself infinite items. Like, you've already played the game. From then on out, do what you want with it. That's how I feel. I mean, if you want a mob beforehand, you know, I'm not gonna knock you for it. I just, like I said, my personal thing is I want to like experience the game, and then once we get into like the more tedious shit, that's where mods are gonna come and assist. God damn it. I gotta get that weak spot. Give me that head. Come here. Whoa. World was the most tedious game I've ever played. I mean, it wasn't that bad. There was a lot of... You gotta realize the older Monster Hunter games, man, they've added a lot of quality of life that I think people underestimate with the newer Monster Hunters. And like, don't get me wrong, I love it, but like just for a perspective, right? With the older Monster Hunter titles, let's say you were trying to get bugs, you had to bring a bug net and capture the bugs. If you were trying to do ore, you had to bring a pickaxe and get the ore. Like, you had to have, it wasn't just like you getting your shit. There was like, you know, and then on top of that, you had to, like, your inventory would fill up so fast. So like, if you needed ore, like, that was a mission. You were gonna go out and you were just gonna farm ore. And that was that. That's what you were doing then. You stand by your rating you give this game? Yes, absolutely. I think that by the time we get all the title updates out, I think that Wilds will, without question, be like the apex of Monster Hunter games. Like the core system they've built in Wilds, I think, is a lot better than what we had in Iceborne. I think the wound system is a significant improvement compared to the whole clutch claw shenanigans. Like right now, aside from performance, the only like real complaint I think that I've seen commonly within the community is that the hunts are too easy. And even then, I think that is more relevant because, you know, we're only in high rank and we're talking about a limited part of the roster. Like the guy we're fighting right now, dude, a 5-star tempered Gore Magala is not easy. I don't care how good you are. This thing is not easy. This thing will cart you. It will kill you. Like, anybody who says tempered 5-star Gore Magala is easy just needs to realize that they are clearly at a speedrun level of skill, and they need to let the rest of us just get fucked up. Was it someone was here the other day? I was like, are you fighting tempered 5-star Gore without your Palico or Secret? And he's like, yes, still too easy. I was like, all right. I don't know if I believe you, but if you're that good, then it's time to self-nerf. No, stop. Nah, Gore's got little things covering his eyes, so he can't be flashed. Might be able to get one more mount for us to secure the kill. I mean, I struggle more in multiplayer than I do solo. The solo, you got your Palico healing your ass constantly. Ooh. Down he goes. Yeah, if you do the Palico side quests. Palico's insane in this game. I mean, it literally has everything that it had in World, but at the same time. Like, that's crazy to me. It can flash, it can trap, it can heal, it can revive, it can buff, it can taunt, it can plunder, it can knock down. I'm like, bro. Palico is crazy. 835 tempered gore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that a 7-star? Yeah, he's a big boy. Look who got me 2 Arkveld gems off 1 plunder. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty mild. Y'all think they'll ever bring back the Stalker Palicos? Or we just play as the cat? 5-star temper glow. It was a mini crown. I think it was on speed or something. Prowlers, that's what I was thinking of. You ever play Frontier? I have not. Nah, I'm gonna get my stream pants though. Be right back. Got the comfy stream pants. Oh, I got my haircut this week too. There's too much fucking floof going on up here. Look at that. Look how tall that is right now. I don't know. I hate having long hair. It's funny because like the last couple Halloweens, my outfit has involved long hair. And like I've put on wigs. Like I did Bob Ross one year, and then I did Nandor from What We Do in the Shadows. And my wife and all of her friends were like, "You should grow out your hair. It would look so good long." And then it takes one day at the gym, and I'm like, "Nope, it's gotta go. Shave it off. We're keeping it short. I do not want to be sweaty." Oh, this will be fun. Mix it up. Right. I think if my wife had if she had a choice in the matter, which she does not because it's my hair, she would have me grow my shit out like fucking George Michael. Meanwhile, I look like I'm about to go into the fucking Marines when I get my hair cut. I don't know, it's just, I like it short, man. It's so, like, dude, short hair is... It's just... There's no maintenance, you know? It takes, like, a tiny amount of shampoo to wash it. Yeah, it doesn't get sweaty. The maintenance is easy. Like, I am a simple man. Yeah, right? Just wake up, splash some water, boom, it's done. We're good for the day. When it's long, you gotta like wash it and you gotta comb it. I don't know, I've never had long hair, but I assume you need to like take care of it. Otherwise, it just looks like scraggly shit. And the summer's coming, it'd be all fucking sweaty. I'm not about that life. It's a lot of work. I'm gonna bring along this. Why George Michael? I don't know. I think long hair, George Michael's the first thought that comes out. George Michael hair was never too long? I mean, are you sure about that? Either I'm misremembering or somebody else's. What do I gotta get? Damn, he took off running. I'd have to like pull up the Careless Whisper music video. I want to say, didn't he? Or no, he did have shorter hair in that. I don't know. Maybe. Not exactly like I'm watching it that much. Your healing bubble is here. Who am I thinking of? Some 80s dude with like really long hair. Brett Michaels? Maybe Brett Michaels. No, not Steven Tyler. Be down. Yeah, a lot of big hair. It's so... Is it painful to anyone else to think the 80s was like 40 years ago? And the other day, I don't know who I was talking to. I was talking about age. Like, I'm gonna be 40 in basically 2 years. And I'm like... 40? I must have fucked up the math somewhere. 40? Is that really about to happen? Because you're older, but you don't feel older mentally wise. Yeah. Yeah, because like, I don't feel like I'm almost 40 at all. I feel like I'm late 20s maybe. I think it's all the games. The games keep me young. Damn. I know. It's all right. As long as we get brain computers by the time I'm like 70. That's my goal. When I'm like old enough that I belong in a retirement home, I just want someone to put me in one of those like Sword Art Online helmets, and I just want to like live in an MMO. Like if I can't like take care of myself and wipe my own ass or anything, just put me in the video game and let me Let me just play. No, not the Matrix. Not the Matrix. It's gotta be. It's gotta be like Sword Art Online or like Shangri-La Frontier. Just hook me up. Take me to the back of the barn? Nah, man. Why would I want to die when I could just keep playing the games?
Yes.
VR-induced coma-like chair. Yeah! Yeah, exactly. VR-induced coma. Just, I will chill in VR land, and I'll be so old that, you know, it won't matter. I feel so bad for my loved ones. But that's the thing. See, like the super VR chair, it would have to, like, you're hooked up to like a catheter and everything. It's like a VR chair, but like a hospital bed. So, you know. Or maybe they get the tech even further to where like they just take your brain out and they put it, and then you're just like playing games with your brain. But, you know, it's like a cheap like brain maintenance fee. Like your kid's got to pay like $20 a month and it keeps your brain alive or something. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go visit Dad's brain today. Let's hope it's in a happy mood. Yeah, 300 hours in the end, Tyson. Oh man. Nah. I'd be living in Monster Hunter or some MMO or something probably. Ooh, what MMO would you like to be put in? Like out of current MMOs? I don't think we have a current MMO that I would spend the rest of my life in. I mean, well, all right, so like if we took like World of Warcraft, but it had like full dive to where like you're doing all the actions and fighting shit in real time. But if like my brain is stuck in World of Warcraft and then I'm just like pressing the buttons with my brain, fuck no. Yeah, it's gotta be. See, everyone knows Sword Art Online, but honestly, Shangri-La is such a better fucking representation of shit. At this point, Shangri-La has... I have completely forgotten about Sword Art Online as, like, you know, the VR game anime. Because Shangri-La is just that much fucking better. I think the thing I like about them, too, is, like, you know, Sword Art, it's the constant, like, oh, I'm gonna... You know, I gotta, it's like the, you know, everybody's dying, so we need to, you know, we're gonna die if we're not careful here thing. Whereas in Shangri-La, like, the game's very upfront about, like, this is a game, you know? Like, it's a game, and, like, bro plays it like it's a fucking game, and he looks for, like, the type of shit that I do when he's playing a game, like, oh, hang on, this game utilizes gravity? Yo, I'm gonna cheese this fucking mob that I can't kill off a cliff. And, like, especially as a gamer, that type of shit is like, oh, okay, alright, I see. Like, bro knows what he's doing. Guys, coated in wounds. You're very welcome, Misha. Should come by YouTube chat. We got the high quality video over there. What world would you want to live in? Elden Ring. I mean, dude, Dark Souls worlds would not be good to live in at all. Like, I don't know. I mean, realistically, think about, imagine living in the world of Dark Souls. The world's basically dead. You don't, your only entertainment is like you're an undead that never dies, and you just keep fighting bosses. Like, that would not be a good world to live in. That would suck. Yeah, but it's, if you live there, like, you're not turning PvP on and off, bro. Like you're like, I need to take a nap, and then some asshole was like invading and like stabbing you while you're trying to sleep. No, man. No. I would want to do like, I don't know, man. Pokemon or something chill. You know? Like, I don't know. We don't have a game. I mean, I don't know. Monster Hunter would be a pretty cool world to live in, assuming you're a hunter though. Like that's the thing with these scenarios, you know, no one ever adds the caveat like, would you like to be reincarnated in Dark Souls? And you're like, yeah, I'll be reincarnated in Dark Souls, but somehow you end up as like one of the fucking hollows, and you're like, shit, the next eternity I sit here just banging my head against the wall waiting for the chosen one to come through and then just backstab me. Like, this sucks. Right? I don't want to be Nata. Like, make me if I'm a hunter, yes, hunting monsters would be cool. Pokemon world, as a Pokemon trainer, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I got reincarnated in Dark Souls as level 1, right? Like, that sounds cheeks, man. You get reincarnated in Skyrim, but you're just the guard who sits at the gate talking about his knee every day. Yeah, this stone guy, yeah. You end up as one of the dudes in the cave that's just mining stone for all of eternity. Like, bro, no. No. I would settle for growing into an old man that challenges grade schoolers to Pokemon battles in the park. And then you have, for some reason, dude, I would have like, I'd have like a normal team, but then I have like a level 99 shiny Garchomp, and I'd be like, okay, youngster, you got through my Caterpie and Pikachu. Time for my final Pokemon. And it just comes out, and it's just like this giant dragon of death, and they're like, oh, and you're like, looks like I win again. You're stealing money from the child afterwards. It's so funny, like there's so many like weird things to think about in the world of Pokemon that like would be so fucked up in real life. Like aside from the obvious point of like, you know, we're basically just slave labor having, you know, pitbull fighting rings with monsters. Like the fact that people in the Pokemon world just walk around with like heaps of cash, and it's very commonplace to be like, hey, you want to fucking fight? All right. And then when you beat somebody, you pass out and they just take money out of your wallet, and you wake up back at the rest spot. Like, that's so funny to me, man. Oh, I got beat. Damn it. They took all my lunch money. It's just Pokemon 101 though, dude. You lose, yeah, money, losing some of your money. Never all of your money. What's all about? My buddy sent me this fucking brain rot sketch. It's like Ash and Pikachu versus some dude's Venusaur or something. I could probably find it, but it's like blurshed Pokemon. The Venusaur like fucks up Pikachu. It's just like, ah, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Why would you? And he's like, I'm sorry, man. He's like, it's supposed to be a battle. That's so excessive. And then Ash is like, Pikachu, go! And he's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Why am I fighting this? You could have fucking evolved me. Why didn't you fucking evolve me? Do you want me to feel pain? And Ash is like, no, Pikachu, just do your best. And he's like, God damn it.
Understood.
It wasn't Oni. I like Oni stuff a lot. Oni has some just ridiculous shit. I have to, that's too much to do right now. I was going to say I'll find it, but then that requires scrolling through like hours of text messages. Ego Raptor? Miss it. No. I'll tell you if that's it. I think this is it. Yeah, no, that is an Ego Raptor. Damn, that's 13 years old. That's crazy. Oh, Oni did the music for it. That's cool. Yeah, no, it's Ego Raptor. Meat Canyon, dude, I watch everything Meat Canyon makes. That guy's videos are like the perfect amount of cursed. This shit is so good. The fucking, he comes up with some like true fucking nightmare fuel designs. I think my favorite is the fucking Disney adults one he did recently. Like, oh my god, dude. He doesn't upload a lot, but like every time he does, I'm locked in. I'm like, oh, new Meat Canyon vid? Yup, gotta watch that. See what cursed shit he came up with today.
Have another hug with no surprises today.
3 days and 18 hours till Kazan. It's almost there. Almost there. ATC coming in with the gift subs. I loved Robot Chicken back in the day. Whoa. What time is it? 4:20? Okay. Probably gonna wrap up soon. I gotta eat dinner and then get back into AI Limit. Your top 5 choices of weapons. Let's see. Insect Glaive. Gun Lance. Dual Blades. Charge Blade. And then it looks like Switch Axe. Happy tree friends. Oh yeah. Little cursed bunnies and shit getting torn apart. Which one was cooler, AI or Kazan? You'll find out soon. We don't talk about embargo stuff here. Yeah, remember, it's not that I don't want to talk about this stuff, it's that I can't. Like, you know. There's dates to this, to all this stuff. And then when the embargo is down, I can share all that info, but until then, you know. As much as I like Shangri-La, though, I've actually, I think solo leveling has secured its spot as probably my like new favorite modern anime. I was tired of waiting for the solo leveling episodes, and I went and I read the entire webcomic and the entire epilogue. I was just like, I gotta know what fucking happens next. I can't wait anymore. There's gonna be like 2 more seasons. I need to know now. Solo leveling though, oh my god, dude. That just gets more and more peak. What's your favorite Monster Hunter game? Probably GU, only because of the sheer variety of monsters. Looking for anime. Lazarus? What's that? I have solo leveling Ragnarok. I haven't read it yet. I've heard it like basically follows up off the epilogue with like his son. So I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but Part of me wants to wait until it's done, because if I start reading it now, and obviously it's not done, I think I'll just get like, I'll be like, fuck, I want more. Unload out. Let me autopilot for a second. There we go. There you go. Whoa. I'll pull out my bow for a second. I can see what this looks like. This is the physical bow. All you do is this. You just spam that with it. Ragnarok was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people slept on that show. There's so many like good animes that like they're not, you know, they're not gonna win any like awards or anything, but they're still just like a fun watch. This is the... Oh, yeah, okay, the Cowboy Bebop-esque one. Yeah, that looks like it'll be cool. Griefbringer Urstocks. Vinland Season 3? What would even happen in Season 3? I'll, like, follow the... the tale of his son or something? Yeah, like he has found his peace. I've heard really good things about Fire Force, but I don't know, maybe I gotta give it a second try. I tried watching the first episode and I was like, man, I don't want to watch a show about firefighting, and everyone's like, no, you gotta give it like more of a chance. It gets really fucking crazy. There's like powers and shit, and I'm like, alright. So I should go back, try that one. I did not dodge through that. Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon is a cute show.
I'm glad you're all right.
I haven't watched Daima at all. I probably won't. I love Dragon Ball growing up, but I haven't kept up with it. Just, I don't know. I watched the movies, like the Broly movie. A redo of Healer? A redo of Healer is one of those weird animes, though. It kind of like, it gets into that, like smut category, I guess. Like, I watched it, but like, there's some questionable things in Re-Healer that are like, this feels... Yeah. Well, it's not straight hentai, but like there's some... It's smut. It's I would absolutely call it smut. Yeah. It's definitely a behind closed doors anime. It's not the one you're like, yeah, let's watch Redo of Healer. Like, man, I'm getting fucked up. Yeah, watch it with your parents. I'm sure they'll have a blast. Oh yeah, I've seen all of Gintama except for the new films. The final movie. I got to go back and watch it because I love Gintama. They finally added it onto Crunchyroll not too long ago. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. Have we already mounted his ass? I can't get him out. Goblin Slayer is okay. It's Goblin Slayer is mostly just shock value in that first episode. Like some of the fights are pretty good, but Goblin Slayer really tries to sell you on that like opening shock value. I mean, it doesn't happen again, but it's kind of slow. Like some of the fights are really good though. Ooh, I might be carding. Oh my god. Palico just said, not today, bro. I got you. Faraway Paladin was pretty good, yeah. I like that a lot. This last season, I just watched a bunch of like isekai trash. There's like the one about the dude who reincarnates but can shop in the world. There's the one that he reincarnates but he masters magic. There's the one where he reincarnates but he's an alchemist. It's just like isekai, 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 isekai. Yeah, Genkotsu. The animation in that is so weird. Yeah, wrong way to use healing magic's pretty fun. I'd have to pull up my list. Tell you what I've been watching the most this season. Let me see. I've already cleared out like most of my garbage. I'm still watching Dr. Stone. ReZero. Zenshu was a surprise show this season that was actually pretty interesting. Apothecary Diary Season 2. Shangri-La Frontier continued. Solo Leveling continued. And then the rest of it has just mostly been isekai trash for me. Has Dororo gotten any more yet? I remember watching that when it came out and was like, bro, when is there... I think there was a second season, but it's still it, like left off with like... I've seen Steins Gate. That's old. We're talking new shows. I've seen most of the old stuff. But I grew up watching anime. I literally grew up watching fucking Bebop and Berserk. Ninja Scroll, Rurouni Kenshin. There was even some weird fucking one I remember watching that I had a DVD for. And it was like some shit with like churches and angels, but there was like dark angels and I don't know. I don't remember what it was called anymore. I could probably find the DVD somewhere in my house. I went back with like the last year and watched Trigun because I never watched it all the way through to completion. So I went back, watched all of Trigun, and then I watched the reboot of Trigun, and then there was something else because there was like Trigun and then there was something before the reboot. So I watched both of those. With a booty legend here. It's all on Discord. I've not seen Lupin. It's never really looked like my kind of jam. Osu died 1,000 times to be an S-rank warrior. That's the one about the guy that's like in his late 30s, right? It has a different name in the US. Yeah, that one was pretty fun. It was like, you're just some old guy. I'm like, he's just like me, for real. He's just like me. I'm just some old guy. The fights in that were pretty solid though. '07 Ghost. That sounds really familiar. Let me look up that name. That sounds really familiar. That might be it. Is that the weird church one? Oh yeah, I've seen all the Hellsings. Hellsing is good stuff. Ooh. Everyone was claiming to be Vash because they, you know, most people feared Vash. So the idea was like, oh, you know, if the people think I'm Vash the Stampede, I can just, you know. It's like if somebody rolled up in your town and you were like, you know, this guy's hyper dangerous, there's like a, you know, multi-billion-dollar bounty on him, your first thought is probably like, I shouldn't fuck with this guy. He'll kill me or something. And it was the same thing, so people use the name to... for the sake of the notoriety. Spy X Family, I was watching it until the 3rd season, and then I just like lost interest. I got up to like the cruise arc and I was just kind of like, I think I'm over this. Let's see. Yeah, it was Ghost 07. It's on Crunchyroll too. Just the one season. I don't know if I've ever finished it. I remember I had the DVDs. That's a crazy fucking call out. From just me being like, it was some weird show with like angels in a church. I can't believe you got that name. I remember I was like, because I was like really big in anime growing up, and I don't know if it was my parents or a friend, but somebody got me, you know. So back in the fucking 90s, you know, anime was still very elusive in the States. Like you were either watching like what was on Toonami, or somebody was getting you a DVD, or shit was imported. Like the Berserk DVDs that I had, like you would start it up and the menu was like in Chinese. You just had to know to like press start and then count the number of episodes you were picking. And you know, so they just saw they saw anime and they were like, oh, he'll like this, and they got it for me, and I was like, this shit's okay, kind of weird. Okay. Ergo Proxy, yeah, I've seen Ergo Proxy. Ergo Proxy, Elfin Lead, all that stuff. Yeah, you exactly. You watched what you got, man. It wasn't like going to Crunchyroll and being like, okay, which of the 1,000 different animes do I want to watch today? You watched what was on TV, or what somebody's like, hey, I found this DVD at a Barnes and Noble of all places. Cool. Evangelion, I recently went back and watched the redos of it with the movies. Just so unhinged. I don't know, maybe this is a hot take, but looking back and rewatching it more recently, I don't know if Evangelion is that good. Like back in the day, I remember being like, oh my god, this is so crazy. And like after rewatching it, the newer ones, I'm kind of like, huh, like, is this really that good? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I was watching it and I was like, I had it like right at the back of my mind. I was like, man, like the Berserk fight scene parts are pretty good, but like, is this really that good of an anime? If you've experienced depression, it hits way more. I can't speak to that. just know the meme of him spanking a Tacoma girl. Like, yeah, there was a lot of like really fucked up shit in Evangelion that was probably not appropriate for me to watch at like the age of 12. And yeah, the time skip just makes everything fucking confusing.
I heard from the others. Right.
Yeah, very, very different. I know a guy that cried to that one Masato scene because he had a crush on her. There's a couple animes that have made me cry. The first time I got to the end of Cowboy Bebop, bro, I bawled my eyes out. That shit was like, fuck. Bebop is still just like fucking, it's a masterpiece. It's fucking amazing. Good animation, good fights, compelling story, fucking banger soundtrack. Like, dude, Bebop had, you literally go down the checklist that hits every single one. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Lazarus. When does that come out? I don't want to fight another fucking Arkfeld, bro. I'm so tired of fighting Arkfeld. What would you like today? I'll take Arkfeld with a side of Arkfeld and maybe another Arkfeld. Oh, excellent stuff. I can't do any more Arkfeld. Did you ever watch Freezing? It was like a Timu Claymore. I have not. The last Timu-esque show I tried watching that I dropped halfway, there was something on Amazon Prime. It was called, hang on, I probably have it in like my video queue. I'm like 3 episodes in and I'm like, eh. Let me see. Let me log into my Prime Video. Ubel Blot. I was like up to 4 episodes and I was like, I don't think I got the patience for this shit anymore. Because like the character had some cool powers, but I think what killed it for me is anytime there was a fight scene, they would do this shit where like they would show the character dashing and then it would just cut to like a scene of the blood. And then the fight's over. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like you're cutting out the best part of the fucking fight. I want to see dude with his crazy chain arms fighting. And you're not showing me that. So that got dropped. And then what else? I wish Crunchyroll had like a proper like my history of like shows I have watched, because history is just episodes, you know. Crunchy lists. I don't know what the fuck that is. There's some other one, given the worthless appraiser class. That one was pretty mid. It was a good like keep on in the background show. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo the boss. That one was another one. I left my A rank party. Most of those I was just like, I'm done with this. Yo, one that was actually like pretty fucking wholesome and good. It was on High Dive. Let me find this show. This one I've watched every episode this season and I'm like, this is actually funny. Where is my watch list? What's it called? Dungeon People was okay. Where's it at? Account settings? Where do I go? Where's my shit? Show me my... Where the fuck? Dude, High Dive has the worst fucking layout imaginable. Like, show me my watch list, bro. From bureaucrat to villainous, Dad's been reincarnated. It's like the goofiest fucking show, dude. It's like a 50-year-old bureaucrat office worker who gets reincarnated into his daughter's video game as the villainous, but he's like just a wholesome dad. So instead of playing the role as the villainous, he like keeps accidentally being like overly wholesome, and it's fucking funny. I'm on to like episode 11. I'm like, it's definitely the surprise show of the season. I never would have expected that to be a good show, and I'm just like, this is actually really funny.
I'm happy to help anytime.
Yeah, he keeps fucking with the plot and the story is just deviating. and he's like trying to, you know, because it's one of those like romance games, and so he's like, oh, I need to, you know, put the heroine on the right track, and instead he just like everything he does, because he's so wholesome, like everybody in the game just keeps like falling in love with him, and so he's maxing out like all the fucking affection meters for like all of the game's characters and shit unintentionally. That one's good though. I would recommend that. Yeah, he just doesn't want, or his idea of being a bad guy is like, it's just him being wholesome, like it's like there's like some girls that like try to bully the protagonist of the show, and he's like I'll cry and I'll make them feel bad about how they acted, that'll teach them a lesson, and then they're like, oh my god, you're so humble, how could we not have seen this? And like everything just keeps fucking propping him up, even when he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do a bad thing. Oh man. Valhalla, yeah, I'll do that one. Oh yeah, I've seen Shangri-La and Solo Leveling. It's like, it's on High Dive. It's like my dad was reincarnated as a villainess, or like 50-year-old bureaucrat reincarnated as a villainess. There's Time for Torture. I haven't seen that one. I was looking at the title, I was kind of like, eh. You watched Wistoria, Wand and Sword? The name's familiar. I think I watched a couple episodes of that one. Let me see. Oh, wait, no, Wand and Sword. Yeah, that show was fucking peak. That was so good. That one was really good. What am I thinking of? There was some other one that came out about like a witch. I think it's like Unnamed Memory. It's like a witch, and there's like the kingdom, and he falls in love with the witch, and he like gets her to commit to like 1 year, and it's like, it's okay. There was some other one that was like, I tried watching and I was like, this is weird. What was it? It was, and it wasn't the torture show, but it was like, it was something else. Like I tried marrying the princess, but she's a masochist or some stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's just or it's like I'll show her, like, it sounds like it's fucking hentai, but instead it's like him like feeding the princess like sweets, because she's never had sweets in her life. And I'm like, this is like some kind of new weird kink. I can't watch this shit. I don't know what this is. Because usually every season I'll go down the list, and like everything that's a new show, I'll just add it to the list to check out. Akame ga Kill's pretty fun. I remember the pacing being a little bit weird in it at times, but enjoying the thoughts. Never seen Made in Abyss. I've heard a lot about it, but it just never really looked like my sort of show. How did that not trigger, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I've watched up till 1,000 Year Blood War. It's done for now, though, right? Until the last episode was with Iryu finally like standing on business. Ow, fuck. Gotta stop. I can't look at chat and have anime discussions while I'm fighting Ray down. I'm getting my ass beat. Oh, dude, Promised Neverland was such, like, the first season was amazing, and then the second season was like, what the fuck happened to this show? Oh, bro, it's just baiting me by these, I think. Darker than black. Name sounds familiar. I didn't mind Tokyo Ghoul as much. I've heard a lot of people that were like really upset with the seasons, but I didn't think it was like terrible. But I think it's because I've heard if you read the manga, it's just like way fucking better. I actually got back into Tower of God. I thought season 1 started to feel a little insufferable at a certain point. And then season 2, I was like, oh, thank God, dude. Bam's finally standing on business. I just hated all of season 1. Rachel. And I'm like, fuck, she's a, like, bro. Like, stop supporting this hussy. She does not care for you. Like, the ending for season 1 of, Tower of God, that shit made me irrationally angry. I was so mad about that. I was just like, dude, like, because it felt so like bro's obviously getting played and just can't realize that. I was like, no, man, somebody isekai me into this world so I can slap Rachel. I don't like manipulative people like that. It was the same one with like Shield Hero, bro. Season 1 of Shield Hero had me heated. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, Nafumi, let's go, bro. This guy, everything's going good for him. And then the lady, I mean, yeah, that's the intention, which, like, you know, it's a sign of good writing. You know, it's the same with like Game of Thrones and Joffrey. You know, like when you hate a character, like that's a good sign. It's, you know, that's a well-written villain. You know, the last thing you want is a villain that you're like, oh, okay, like, no, you should hate the villain. You should feel like, fuck this villain, I want to smack him. I missed the rower. Yeah, I watched Free Run. Free Run starts pretty short, or it starts a little slow, but then like once it gets going, it was easily one of the best shows of the season. Yeah, yeah. Your new name is Bitch. I was like, there we go now, Fumi. Fucking teach her a lesson. It's more than she deserves. Shangri-La and solo leveling. Solo leveling has, I would guess, 1 or 2 more episodes, because they're gonna at least finish the Antark before they end it. They wouldn't wrap it mid Antark. I can't wait for Antark to end. It means we get my favorite boy. I'm so fucking happy I went and read the web novel for solo leveling though. Like there's so much goodness coming with that show that I'm just like, fuck yeah. Cause I was pissed. I remember the Game Awards, for the fucking Game Awards, they spoiled the Demon King, the White Monarch. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, the anime isn't up to that. And they showed an advertisement for the new like mobile game, and it spoiled the whole fight practically. I was like, what the fuck is this? Thanks to Kotaku, famous for being a woke guy who likes to see others have sex with his woman. Well, let degenerates think what they want. I'm fucking married with 2 kids. I'll be honest, bro. Calling out dumbassery, it's not woke. It's just common sense. Like, it's, if anything, like, being upset about something and then choosing to engage with it while you're upset over it is mental illness. Like, it's, you know, there's something you don't like, whether it's a game or a movie or a sport or whatever the case is, if you don't like it, but then you actively seek it out just to stay mad about it, like, dude, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, or it's a kink. Yeah, maybe it's a kink. Maybe these people just, they secretly love it. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. Frankly, I'm tired of hearing the bitching, you know? I don't fuck with things I don't enjoy, and it's weird to see people getting obsessed about shit they're not interested in playing. Like, I don't play fucking Madden or FIFA. You don't see me throwing a shit fit about Madden or FIFA on my streams. I don't engage with it. That's it. I'm like, oh, I don't care about this. That's where the conversation should end for you. If it's something you're not interested in, you should have a little bit of introspection and say, oh, this isn't for me. And that should be it. That's it right there. That's the end of the conversation. Not contact me. And we got 2. Second one's turning 2 in end of the month. We got a Moana birthday plan because she's big into Moana at the moment. Yep, exactly. Man, this Ray Dow's got some health, bro. He does not want to go down. I do think part of it is just internet culture these days, you know, like, because back in the day, if you didn't like something, you didn't engage with it, plain and simple. There was no reason to. But these days, people don't like something, and then they hear somebody else say they don't like it, and then they I guess, form like a camaraderie around it, and they're like, yeah, let's complain about it together. Which is just, I mean, it's still fucking weird. It's very weird behavior. Ah, missed the dodge. There was a dating app match based on things you hate. It sounds insufferable. Well, I mean, Stellar Blade's where I basically mentally checked out. After the Stellar Blade drama, I was done. I was like, I can't now. Then it just kept fucking going, man. Every goddamn time. We had people upset about Veilguard, and they were upset about Avowed, and then they were upset about KCD, and it's like, you know, enough's enough. Like, fuck off. A new monster should be early April. We don't have a concrete deck yet. Concrete date, not deck. Yo, if we kill them both at the same time, that would be... Oh, no, he's gonna get away. Damn. Seeing it in the Fallout fan groups when Bethesda announced their version, they're just more vocal about everything. Yeah. It's just annoying, you know? And like, I think a lot of people like to misconstrue the conversation. Like, if you don't like something, that's fine. You don't have to like everything somebody else likes. But you also shouldn't engage with it. Like, if you know, it's like someone's chat just said, if you hate social media, why are you checking Twitter every day? You're just making yourself angry, bro. All that's going to do is it's going to stress you out. It's going to kill you by the time you're like 60. Ain't nobody got fucking time for that. Like, read a book, go to the gym, pick up a hobby. We got limited time. And instead of using that time for anything useful, people want to spend it being fucking angry and letting some idiot profit off their outrage. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I was hoping I could get that off the tail. Acceptance and validation. I mean, but like set healthy goals. Like my validation was like, I want to, you know, I want to hit these numbers on bench, deadlift, squat. And then I worked at it and I hit my weightlifting numbers. And now, you know, that's validation. It's something I work towards. I feel like it can't be that satisfying to be like, I hate this game. Does anyone else feel the same way I do? I'm validated. Like, it's so surface level. Like, that's not validating. Give yourself something to overcome. My time is too valuable to waste on things that I dislike. I'll talk about it when the topic comes up, but I'm not going to actively seek out the discussions or communities. I got better shit to do with my life. Exactly. That's what I don't get too. Like, I don't get where the fuck people got time to do this shit. Like, you know, as soon as, I mean, this is wrapping up in a second, but like, you know, when this wraps up, I gotta eat dinner. After that, probably record for an hour, get the kids in the bath, get them ready for bed. Kids go down, I gotta record for a couple more hours, go to sleep, wake up next day, get the kids ready for school, gotta go out and hit the gym, gotta get more recording done. Like, there's no time to be angry on the internet. I got shit to do, man. It's like the you know, so when I come and I'm trying to stream and I'm trying to enjoy myself playing something, having to listen to the, you know, listen to why I'm angry. Like, no. Like, I'm here to have fun, man. I don't care if you're angry. If you're angry, go join the Assassin's Creed hate group or something. Don't bring that shit here. I don't care. You always got a fucking thing above your head. No, it's because of the bounties. Boom. Limited's done. Alright, well, on that note, it is 5 o'clock. It is time to go eat some dinner. Then I gotta jump back in and keep working on AI Limit. So, AI Limit is probably gonna take up most of the weekend, because I gotta get through that so that I have a review ready to go in time for the embargo. So no stream this weekend, but we have a lot of Kazan coming up on deck for y'all next week, so look forward to that. Anyway, I'm heading on now. Adios.